Well, we all know that it is important to be healthy, right? But if you've ever walked into the nutritional section of any store and you've seen all the options out there, it can be overwhelming just to start the journey. But, you know, we have to start somewhere, because listen to this. The Centers for Disease Control reports that 68% of Americans are overweight. Half of those, 34%, are obese. And so that means somebody you know. It could be your loved ones, your friends, your neighbors, or even yourself is at risk for high blood pressure, elevated cholesterol and triglyceride levels, diabetes, or heart disease. The list really goes on, and it's frightening. So joining us this morning to help us out as part of our My Health series is Dennis Turco from OmSanA Solutions. Dennis, good morning to you.
Oh, pleased to be here, Dennis.
We are so happy you're here with us this morning, because this is a subject that a lot of people are concerned about, because when we talk about, cholesterol, when we talk about, blood sugar levels, it can be frightening to some people because they really don't understand really what that means, and they don't understand it until it's too late. That's very true.
I'm not a doctor, but there are some important health facts that everybody should know. Elevated cholesterol, according to the CDC, is one of the leading causes of increased risk for stroke and heart attack in the United States, which is quite amazing. It's just continuing to go up. Time can lead to prediabetes and diabetes, and all the side effects from that. And diabetes, in fact, is the number 6 cause of death now in the United States, which is quite amazing. It's just continuing to go up,
Well, you know what, and I think, because our audience, is primarily women, I think a lot of them would be interested to know what's considered normal in terms of cholesterol and blood sugar. I don't even know for myself.
Well, that's a great question. If your cholesterol levels are 200 or less, that's good.
Okay.
If your triglyceride levels are 150 or less, that's good.
Okay.
And if your fasting blood sugar levels are between 80 and 100, that's good.
Okay. I'm going to remember that and write that down maybe afterwards. And, I think because this is such an important issue to a lot of our viewers, they sent us a lot of questions. Would you mind if I read a couple of them to you?
I think that'd be great. Let's see what they have to say.
All right, let's go for it. Let's do it. All right. So the first one is from Judy, and she is in Tennessee, and she asks, is it right to assume that I'll get sick or start feeling ill if my cholesterol level gets out of whack? Great question.
Cholesterol is a silent thing. You don't know what your issues are with cholesterol until you get tested. So the important thing is to actually get it measured and tested. The other important thing is if you maintain a healthy lifestyle, diet-wise and exercise-wise, that'll help. Cholesterol tends to be associated with being overweight, and that, of course, speaks for itself.
Right, very true. All right, let's move on to another question for you. But you didn't think you were going to be quizzed this morning, did you?
I'm ready.
Yeah, okay, here we go. This next one is about elevated blood sugar. It's from David in Michigan. Good morning, David. He asks, I eat right and minimize eating sugars in my diet, but does that mean that I don't need to worry about my blood sugar levels?
One of the greatest health myths is that sugar intake affects blood sugar levels. It does not affect blood sugar levels in healthy adults. Having said that, it's important that the blood sugar levels are naturally maintained by exercise and diet, et cetera, so that we don't end up with prediabetes or diabetes.
Good point. All right, we've got one more for you, and this one is from Cindy. She's in New York, and she writes, I just saw my doctor for my regular checkup. She says everything came back fine. That means I'm good to go until next year, right?
Well, I would say congratulations, Cindy, for sure. But maybe not. I think we all need to get our cholesterol levels, et cetera, checked regularly, maybe once every 6 months or so. And of course, there are other protective things that you can do, including using all-natural dietary supplements.
Okay. Well, let's do this. Let's talk a little bit about protective measures, because as you know, the debate over healthcare reform has just been so divisive in this country recently. But there's a new poll out that shows one thing that everybody is united on: preventative programs. So let's check this out. 76% of Americans support increasing our investment in preventative programs to educate people to make healthier choices. That's 86% Democrats, 71% of Republicans, and 70% of independents. So when you really break that down, Dennis, what that really means is whether you're Democrat, whether you're Republican, whether you're independent, this is an issue that everybody across the board is concerned about.
That could be news all by itself.
Yeah, right, exactly. I
think that the Obama health care plan has really put an emphasis on self-action to manage your health so that you are in front of the health issue and not being told by your doctor to do something or another. Our all-natural healthy supplement, OmSanA Blood Health Defense, will help you with your triglycerides, your cholesterol, and your blood sugar. So that's a good way to start being self-active in looking at your own health.
You know, and the other thing too is that when you look at the back of the labels of a lot of the products that are out there at health food stores, it's like 55 million things on there, and you're like, okay, what am I putting in my body? But OmSanA is just a single ingredient?
Right. It's one ingredient. It's a natural extract from the Gymnema sylvestre leaf that grows naturally in India. We studied the lifestyles of a native peoples called the Santals, who have used that plant for thousands of years to maintain overall health, and learned a lot from them. We have taken that ingredient through clinical studies. 90% plus of the people that participated in the studies saw significant improvements within 30 days. So it's a very effective ingredient all by itself, all natural. No starch, no gluten. Comes in vegetarian capsules, very healthy for you.
All right, so what about people who are already very healthy, who have normal cholesterol, who have normal blood sugar, normal triglyceride levels? Can this product benefit them if they're already doing well on their own?
Well, one of the most important things you can do if you have normal blood sugar, cholesterol, and triglyceride levels is stay there. And this product will help you do that. The product is self-balancing so that it puts you in the right level for your personal chemistry and body functions. So it's a very healthy alternative for you.
You know, and here's the other thing that I have to ask you is because there are so many products out there on the market, people tend to be a little bit skeptical. What makes your product different?
Well, for one thing, it's a single ingredient that we talked about before, but it's all natural and it's scientifically proven. So we have spent over 20 years developing this product. And have had it cellular tested, so we know that how it acts at the cellular level, and we also have done human clinicals on it, so that we know it's safe for people to take.
All right. Well, we appreciate you this morning. Some really good information, Dennis Turco. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
Glad to be here.
Glad to have you here. And for our viewers at home, to find out more information about OmSanA Blood Health Defense, check out SantalSolutions.com.